Have you ever thought, I just really wish that in the depths of my heart that I could go to some shitty dive bar, maybe a strip club, anywhere that sells PBRs, and listen to that creepy old man that you always try to avoid, who locks you in conversation when you're on your way to the bathroom, for 2 hours about how shitty the younger generation is and how cool he was. Oh, when he was a kid, he was so cool. Well, you don't have to do that anymore. You don't have to torture yourself by locking yourself into that dark, windowless room with that old man. Instead, you can watch old dads on Netflix. God damn, dude. I used to really love Bill Burr. Still do, to be fair. Obviously, a hilarious stand-up comedian, one of the legends and the greats. But I have never watched something that gave me more old man ick. In the last time, like, I didn't think they still made movies that gave me old man ick like that. Basically, the setup of the movie is, look at me. It's regular old Bill Burr doing the thing that I love to do, playing catch with my son in the yard.
I always wanted to be a dad. It just took 46 years for it to happen.
Which is great, fine, whatever. You gotta frame the movie somehow. You gotta give Bill Burr a vehicle to tell jokes. But is he telling jokes? No, he's fucking complaining. He's complaining the whole movie.
You might want to put a little Neosporin on her. That thing could get infected.
Oh, yeah? Are you a doctor? Or you just like one of those WebMD guys?
This is common knowledge. You want to keep the cut clean.
Well, listen, I'm trying to raise a little man here, not a fucking pussy.
He's complaining. The other guy that's like, can't tell if he's Italian or Puerto Rican, he's complaining the whole time about how cool he was.
I have no idea how awesome I was at your age.
That's ridiculous.
I was ridiculous.
And he wants to hit on the young black girl in the office by pretending to know rappers.
Party people!
You happen to check that new joint from Lil Baby?
Come on, pound it out.
It's okay, thanks.
What? He's fleek.
Oh.
Flickety fleek.
Like, you gave your permission to let this movie be shown, depicting you as such a decrepit, old, complainy fucks. That's the other thing. It's like, I don't feel bad shitting on them for being old, because I hate that. I hate nothing more than that. Seriously. And we do it too. 24-year-olds do it, and it just irks me when people are like, I don't look 49. You think I'm 49? You think I'm 50? And like 25-year-olds are too. I'm not 27. I'm not 29. Shut up. You're here. You're alive. You're either alive or dead. The age thing, arbitrary. It doesn't matter if you look 49 or you're here or you're not. And any time that you're spending saying, I'm not 52. I look 58. Oh my God. Oh my God. You think I'm 58 when I'm 54? Shut up. Oh my God. That is the least attractive. It's a geezer way of thought. It's very, very geezer. And I only say this with such veracity so that anybody that is a geezer, one, cut it out. Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody gives a fuck. You're here and then you're not. Those are the two states of existence. There's no 59. There's no 47. I'm 40 now. I guess I'm over the hump. Yeah, if you die when you're 41, you were over the hump 20 years ago, just so you know. Like, Jesus, fuck. Just so infuriating, because I deal with these guys. I deal with so many of these guys. The younger generation is so retarded. So retarded. And of course they are. Of course they are. But don't pretend that you're not as well. That was the thing about the whole movie. It had no resolution to that. Basically what happens is Bill Burr and his buddies, who all are complaining about being old, they own a a very successful what do they call that? Vintage jersey manufacturing. I don't know. It looks like they work in like a magazine office. It looks like they work at like tech startup, but it's a vintage jersey shop.
All right, you two lock it down. We gotta impress this dude.
Or like, I don't know, I guess they ship them out all over. And basically it gets bought from them, so they agree to sell their company, and then they continue to bitch about selling their company and somehow get fired. But didn't you get bought out? Whatever. Like this young buck who looks he looks like me if I had like sort of if I did what my girlfriend wanted me to actually do with my hair, like did anything with my hair.
Change happens faster than when you were young. This company is now a gender-neutral, carbon-neutral 21st century lifestyle brand.
And he comes in and he basically fires all the other old bucks. And he keeps them around because the plot of the movie has to progress somehow. So then they basically complain about him for like another probably hour. He comes in at like 30-minute point. There's definitely some funny moments. You'll chuckle. Like there's a moment where Bill Burr trips a kid. Love that. Just stick to that. Stick to your roots, you know? Rage. Unbridled rage at the wrong person. But the fucking complaining, like Christ. Okay. So then there's no like, oh wait, maybe I shouldn't have been a whiny, mopey old fuck the whole movie. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that. The resolution of the movie is, maybe I should love my wife and kid and go to therapy. That's like where he started in the beginning of the movie. That's exactly where there was zero. I mean, not that you're expecting like a sort of Dostoevsky level like plot intricacy, you know, hero's journey. But for fuck's sake, he's like an obviously therapized guy playing ball with his kid. The kid falls over and he's like, "That's okay, pal. Life gets you down and you get back up and you just keep going. I'm going to provide everything in life for you." That's like the first line of the movie. And then the last line of the movie is like, I guess I really should care for my wife and kids and go to therapy. What? Just this nothing movie that I just watched. I mean, what the hell? Bill Burr. He is great. He is a legend. But like, is that gonna happen to me? Am I gonna like just stop thinking critically about like the generational relationship? I really hope I don't do that. If I'm ever in like 50 years, you're like, if I'm like fucking the kids these days, aren't they so weird? Aren't they just doing things wrong? Shoot me in the head. Literally, shoot me in the head. It's like... Alright, I'm simmering. I'm simmering down, guys. Anyway, Bill Burr, much respect to you as a, because of course he's going to see this, and he'll probably call me, and it'll be awkward. He'll leave me a voicemail. When I run into him at the club, it's going to be awkward, but I got to say what I got to say here, brother. Quit your complaining. Figure out some jokes that don't have to do with fucking, like woke parenting. Dude, there aren't going to be any woke parents, okay? The thing is, this movie, and this is what happens in Hollywood, they came up with the idea when it would have been funny, like during COVID, maybe like pre-COVID, like 2020. And then the conspiracy mind of America got going. And instead of CNN and woke parenting, the literal number one source of like media consumption is like Joe Rogan, Tim Dillon, fucking Cumtown. There are no more woke parents. Maybe they exist in his world, but that's because he lives in fucking Beverly Hills. The name of the movie is Old Dads. It just sounds terrible. I don't even know. It just gives you the sense of like not giving a fuck, you know. And there was a lot of that. There was literally a ZipRecruiter ad You know how Bill Burr's like biggest. I'm exposing myself as a fan here a little bit. Love the guy, legend, hilarious. Every special I've watched and enjoyed thoroughly. And the specials because he's obviously a stand-up legend, not a movie writing. Or I hope he didn't write this movie, honestly, but it sort of seems like he did. They don't give that sense of complaining. It has that nuance. It has that, like, you know, he has that like spark of interest, intrigue, and genius. But Christ, it did not translate. It did not translate one little bit. Would have been a good idea probably about 6 years ago. Doesn't make any sense now. Comes off as extremely boring and sort of draining to watch. So anyway, that's movie reviews with Reese. Peace, everybody. Follow the Patreon. I can't put links in the video. I would say, it's above. Like, I don't know. I can't do it until I'm monetized on YouTube. So subscribe. That's what I need you to do. Hit me with that subscribe, and then I'll search for other ways to get money out of you. No. All right. Love you all.